Mr Chair, I'm delighted to participate in this debate, and I have in the past, as have others, spoke many times about the unscrupulous elements who exploitatively import puppies in horrific conditions. So today I wish to focus on the issue of ear cropping of dogs and the need to ban the importation of shark fins. Now, the issue of ear cropping in dogs is vile, as we've heard, mutilating dogs' ears for so-called aesthetic reasons. Illegal, of course, across the UK and across the EU, but it continues to be a challenge. Dogs which have their ears cropped undergo an incredibly painful procedure, typically with no pain relief, and are vulnerable to infection as a result. The practice also has the potential to influence a dog's behaviour, welfare and quality of life, since dogs use their ears to communicate. Therefore, ear cropping can impact on a dog's relationships with other dogs and people. The RSPCA, as we have heard, has reported a 621% increase in the number of cases between 2015 and 2019. This is truly shocking, and loopholes in current legislation mean that it is legal to sell ear-cropped dogs and to import dogs with cropped ears from abroad. And these loopholes act as a smokescreen for those who illegally crop dogs' ears inside the UK. Therefore, if the ban on ear cropping within the UK is to truly safeguard dogs, as is the intention, then banning the importation of dogs with cropped ears into the UK is vital. This would allow a much more robust enforcement action to be taken against those cropping dogs' ears in the UK. In addition, the law should also make clear that arranging to take a dog abroad for the purposes of cropping is also an offence. And I know the Scottish Government is looking very seriously at this, but work on this would most effectively be carried out by a coordinated set of actions across the UK, so I'm sure the Minister will seek to liaise with the Scottish Government on that important issue. Now, the petition on the importation of shark fins is also very important. The shark population is declining rapidly on a global scale because humans have now replaced sharks as the ocean's top predators. The shark population is being severely impacted by the horrific practice of shark finning, which is the process of slicing off a shark's fin and discarding the rest of the still living animal into the ocean where, unable to swim, it sinks to the bottom and dies a slow and painful death. Now, shark fins are considered a real prize for some fishermen because they have a high monetary and cultural value. Now, whilst conservation, advocacy and education has cut China's consumption of shark fin soup by 80% since 2011, this sadly has been offset by a rise in the consumption of this dish in places such as Thailand, Vietnam and Indonesia. So in order to protect the shark as a species, due to the terrible cruelty it inflicts on the sharks and due to the vital role sharks play in our ocean ecosystem health, I urge the Minister to do all she can to drive progress on banning the importation of shark fins following the Government's recent announcement on the global shark fin trade only last month. It's important that action proceeds on this with all due haste, sending a clear signal that we will have no truck with such a cruel and shocking practice. So I shall conclude my remarks there, Mr Chair, and I look forward to hearing the Minister's response.